Have you ever stopped to wonder, in this wild west of digital currencies, how exchanges like Kraken manage to keep your hard-earned crypto safe? It's a question that plagues every investor, from the cautious newcomer to the seasoned whale. Is my money really secure? In a world where headlines are often screaming about the latest hack or exchange collapse, it's easy to feel a knot of anxiety tighten in your stomach when you think about trusting a third party with your precious digital assets. We hear about millions, even billions, and crypto vanishing into the ether. We're constantly reminded of the mantra, not your keys, not your crypto. And while that's a fundamentally sound principle, for many, the reality of managing their own private keys for significant holdings is simply too complex, too risky, or too inconvenient. This is where centralized exchanges step in, acting as custodians, holding your funds on your behalf. But this custodial model, while convenient, inherently introduces a layer of trust. So, the crucial question becomes, how does an exchange earn that trust? How do they live up to the immense responsibility of safeguarding billions of dollars in digital assets from an ever-evolving landscape of threats? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the oldest and most respected players in the cryptocurrency space, Kraken. We're not just going to tell you they're secure, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating, intricate, and often highly technical strategies they employ to protect user funds. This isn't just about buzzwords or vague promises, it's about understanding the concrete, multi-layered security architecture that underpins Kraken's operations, a system designed to withstand everything from sophisticated cyberattacks to physical breaches. We'll explore the philosophical underpinnings of their security mindset, which Kraken themselves describe as productively paranoid. We'll dissect their cold and hot storage strategies, revealing how the vast majority of user funds are kept far out of reach of online attackers. We'll uncover the secrets of multi-signature wallets, a cryptographic marvel that ensures no single point of failure. We'll look at their commitment to regular audits and compliance, and even touch upon what happens if the unthinkable occurs. So, if you've ever found yourself asking how your crypto stays safe on an exchange, stick around. Because by the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture of the formidable defenses Kraken has built to protect your digital wealth. Let's begin our exploration with perhaps the most fundamental principle of cryptocurrency security on a centralized exchange, the strategic allocation of funds between hot and cold storage. Think of it like this: your checking account for daily expenses, hot wallet, versus your savings account for long-term wealth, cold storage. Kraken takes this analogy to an extreme. A staggering over 95% of all digital assets on Kraken are stored in cold wallets. This isn't just a marketing claim, it's a critical security measure. Cold wallets are essentially cryptocurrency wallets that are entirely offline. They are never connected to the internet, making them virtually impervious to online hacking attempts, malware, or phishing attacks. Imagine a physical vault, deep underground, with no digital connection to the outside world. That's the essence of cold storage. But Kraken doesn't stop there. Their cold storage isn't centralized in one location. Instead, these wallets are distributed across multiple, geographically dispersed locations with extremely strict access controls. This diversification adds another layer of resilience. Even if one physical location were compromised, an extremely unlikely scenario given their physical security measures, which we'll discuss, the vast majority of funds would remain untouched in other secure locations. This distributed approach dramatically reduces the risk of a single point of failure. Now, while cold storage is paramount for the bulk of user funds, a small percentage needs to be kept in hot wallets. These hot wallets are online and are used for facilitating immediate withdrawals and processing trades. This is where the challenge lies. How do you keep funds accessible for daily operations without exposing them to undue risk? Kraken employs a multifaceted approach to secure their hot wallets. Firstly, the amount held in hot wallets is kept to an absolute minimum, just enough to cover daily operational needs. This limits the potential damage if a hot wallet were ever to be breached. Secondly, these hot wallets are protected by advanced encryption protocols and multi-signature, multi-sig, technology. Let's unpack multi-signature wallets, because they are a cornerstone of Kraken's security. Imagine a traditional safe that requires two keys to open, held by two different people. A multi-sig wallet is the digital equivalent. To authorize a transaction from a multi-sig wallet, multiple independent approvals are required from different individuals or systems. This means that no single person at Kraken, no single system, can unilaterally initiate a transfer of funds. It requires a coordinated effort, often involving individuals from different departments and with different levels of authority, to sign off on a transaction. This distributed control significantly mitigates the risk of insider threats or the compromise of a single employee's credentials. Beyond the fundamental architecture of cold and hot storage and the genius of multi-sig, Kraken implements a comprehensive array of security measures at every level of their operation, from their infrastructure to individual user accounts. Their physical security is something out of a spy movie. Kraken's data centers are in undisclosed, highly secure locations. These facilities are fortified with state-of-the-art security technology, armed guards, continuous 24/7 surveillance, and sophisticated alarm systems. Access to these physical systems is meticulously controlled, with no single individual having sole access. Every activity is monitored by a dedicated global team, ensuring constant vigilance against any potential physical threats. On the digital front, Kraken's system security is equally robust. All employee devices, from laptops to mobile phones, are fully managed and hardened well beyond standard security practices. Their storage is fully encrypted, and all authentication to internal systems requires hardware-based multi-factor authentication. Only Kraken-issued devices can access their internal systems, with additional security controls around access to systems containing client data. This prevents unauthorized devices from ever connecting to their critical infrastructure. Kraken's commitment to security extends to regular security audits and compliance. They proudly boast ISO 27001 and SOC 2 Type 1 certifications, demonstrating their adherence to globally recognized information security management standards. They are also validated against all security requirements of the regulatory bodies in which they operate. This means they are constantly scrutinized by independent third-party auditors, providing an external validation of their security posture. They follow a risk-based approach, constantly evolving their security program to address the most impactful threats. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.